Hello, hello, hello. I am going to be filming a video really soon, but I need to make this bed.
From all those lonely nights and heartbreaks, and I feel misplaced without you.
I have my laptop right here because I wrote down so many notes about these foundations. So, you know the iconic monthly favorites video that like every YouTuber does that everybody loves? I love it. Well, I've decided I want to do something similar to it, but more of a twist, because my favorites, my monthly favorites are pretty much the exact same every single month. But there is something in my makeup routine that I switch off quite often, and that is foundation. So I thought it'd be really fun at the end of the month to do my favorite, most used foundations, like the best foundations I've used for that month, kind of break it down how they perform for me, how they'll work for you. And so if you're in the market any month and you're looking for a foundation, you'll know where to stop. You're gonna have oily skin, dry skin, normal skin, and I guarantee you will find something that will work for you. Or maybe you're just here to talk about makeup and listen about makeup. We love it. I love it. So this month, I actually had 4 foundations that I use quite religiously, and I have them just right here in my little makeup bag. This is an Alley Glides makeup bag. I love these makeup bags. They come in multiple colors. They're just super cute, different sizes, and they're just perfect for, I don't know, you need to keep something in your car, you need to keep something under your sink. I even use one of my bags for sunscreen, and so that's this bag right here, and I believe it also comes in a gray color. But let's just go ahead and hop into my most used foundations of the month of June. The first foundation is the Too Faced Born This Way Matte Foundation, and this retails for a whopping $40, people, $40. So this claims to be a 24-hour wear foundation. Let's be honest. Who wears their foundation for 24 hours? I compare this foundation to the Too Faced Born This Way, you know, the regular foundation, but on steroids. So like I've said before, I have dry skin. I do gravitate and love a completely matte finish. And with dry skin, the way that you can pull this off is you really have to be hydrating with a really hydrating primer. Something that's really going to just really help your skin, maybe something oil-based. I love the Fenty Hydrating Primer. That's such a great one. And if you prime it with that, then when you go in with a matte foundation like this, it's going to make it really wearable and long-lasting, and it's going to be really comfortable. So this is one of those foundations on those days that you want something medium to full coverage. This is not a light layer complexion. This is like a full face of makeup kind of day. You have a 12-hour day, you want to go and do something later that night, or you just want to look flawless during the day, something that doesn't transfer very easily. This is your go-to. So this is enriched with hyaluronic acid and also coconut water, which really does help make this a comfortable matte foundation. I love this because it really, for me, it gives such an airbrushed, blurred effect. There is something about Too Faced and their ability to create a wonderful matte foundation. Like I said, I had the original of this. I completely used it. Love the foundation. I've also had the Too Faced Peach Perfect foundation. So comfortable, so long lasting, transfer resistant, just such a comfortable full coverage matte foundation. So Too Faced, they just know what they're doing. After you set this, you don't even really need to set it, because it's just one of those matte foundations that will set down on its own. But use a setting mist, something really refreshing like the Fenty Beauty What It Do or the ColourPop Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. Love that one. Or the Morphe Dewy Setting Mist. Such great options. And that will really kind of set this down, make it not too matte, but then it just dries down and gives you that blurred effect. I definitely recommend applying this with a sponge. A brush you could do, but I do feel like it just goes on a little bit heavier. Packaging is also just super cute. It's in this clouded glass bottle. You have that pump. I just absolutely love the details of that. Let's go into the next foundation, which is a more affordable drugstore foundation, and that is the L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation. This retails for $15.99. So I actually purchased this one a few months ago. Did a review on it. It's on my channel somewhere. And then I just kind of put it in the drawer and didn't think about it. So we moved about a month ago, and I had my makeup bag, and I literally just packed the bare necessities to put in my makeup bag while we moved everything. I put this in my makeup bag. This is my chosen foundation. This is what I decided to use. I was like, you know what? I really want to get more familiar with this foundation. And so I literally used this the whole first week of June and half of May, and I got so familiar with it. Coverage with this is medium to full coverage. I do feel like it's really buildable. I also prefer to use this with a sponge, but you can also use it with a brush. I have tried both and they both turn out beautifully. I've noticed it doesn't settle into fine lines. I have kind of a creasy forehead. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm that animated. I have noticed that this doesn't settle into fine lines, which I appreciate so much. And I feel like it's pretty long lasting. It's not as long lasting as the Too Faced matte foundation, but this can hold its own, like for up to 8 hours. Another thing I really have enjoyed about this foundation is the SPF. And it's not just a little bit of SPF, it's SPF 50. Now, I like to double protect myself, so I wear an SPF underneath my makeup at all times. I really like the Tatcha Silken, and I love the Super Goop Unseen sunscreen. Those are my two go-tos. And then to just give myself that double protection with the SPF in this, love it. I'm one of those people, I don't take flash photography. Like if I'm out after 6 p.m. at night, it's something. It's news to me. My shade is in the shade Warm Beige. I should actually tell you my shade for this one too. And then they're both warm beige. Would you look at that? I have a neutral undertone, light to medium skin tone. All right, let's go back and get into some of the more pricier foundations. These are just high end. I do feel like my collection has a good mixture of drugstore affordable and high end. I do gravitate toward all of them. But this one, I was very hesitant to buy this. And this is the Milk Makeup Sunshine Skin Tint. And it has SPF 30 and the price tag, it's $42. So it's definitely not a cheap foundation. And on top of that, it doesn't come with a lot of product. It comes with half an ounce, which usually foundations come with 1 full ounce, not this one. How you apply this is you push this little button down here, and then it comes out at the top like that. And there's a glass roller ball. Now, in my opinion, with using this foundation, the glass roller ball is pretty much pointless. Like, it's not one of those roller balls that just like glides on your skin. Like for me, I don't know, it's not very necessary. Aside from my complaints with the packaging per se, I'm obsessed with this foundation. It has just clean ingredients, great, nourishing, dewy ingredients. There's no silicones in it. So if you're someone with really sensitive skin, this is a great option for you. And the SPF 30 that's also reef safe it's just a positive. So with this, I recommend when you apply it, use a brush. Do not use a sponge. The sponge is going to soak up every little piece of this. And trust me, you don't want to go through this super fast. I've actually used this so many times because it gives you that really light, dewy, like this is one of those dewy skin tints that you can just brush on with a brush and you can go. You don't need to layer this to add dimension. This gives you that beautiful glow from within. On top of this, if you're someone that really likes to blend in cream products like your cream bronzer, cream blush, wow, so easy to blend makeup on top of this. Absolutely no problem. Like if you just want like a light makeup day, well, if you like, oh, I'm gonna go to the pool later, or you know, anything like that, you just want to even your skin tone, oh my gosh, this is just phenomenal. And something that's really cool, even though the packaging, we talked about the packaging earlier, it is refillable. So when you're done using this and you want to refill, you can purchase that refill for $32. So many different shades. The last product that I have just been using nonstop this month is the Kosas Tinted Face Oil. In fact, there's another part to it. The Tinted Face Oil Comfy Skin Tint. And this is $42, so it's another expensive product, but it's also a clean product at Sephora, and it's made out of, I believe, 6 really nourishing oils. So you have avocado oil in here, jojoba oil. I'm actually wearing this tint today. Now, when I first bought this, I just didn't know what to think about it because when you apply it, it kind of looks like it's sitting on your skin, and it's not one of those tints, in my opinion, that you can just rub all over your face and just be like, whoop, good to go. It's not one of those. To me, it's something that you're going to have to put on your other cream products, do your full face, and you're going to be really happy with how it turned out. I mean, like, look at this. I'm so happy with how my makeup turned out today. And this is after a workout. This has been on for a few hours. So my shade in this is number 5. This is one of those products that I don't know if you would like it if you had oily skin. If you have normal skin, dry skin, you are going to love this. I personally just use this and apply it with my hands. Another great way to apply this is a brush, and you'll also get that dewy finish as well. Even though it's this oil, it seems to be just so long lasting throughout the day. Like, I will easily go another 6 hours and it will look so great. If you do need to reapply makeup throughout the day, like your blush or anything, it also is really easy to reapply those products on top of this. Now, this doesn't have any SPF in it. Make sure you shake it before you use it as well. One thing I have noticed with this tint to be careful about is the primer that you use. So I used a couple different primers before. Do not use anything tacky like the Milk Makeup, LYS blurring. Anything that's tacky, it is going to ball up so fast and just create the biggest mess, and you're gonna have to redo your base. The best primer to use with this is something really lightweight, like more like a moisturizer. The Fenty Hydrating Primer does work very well with this. This is a more finicky foundation, but once you learn how to use it, definitely a staple. I've traveled with this before. It's just one of those great foundations, or tints, I should say, if you're just someone that doesn't want to use a brush to apply it. And there's very few products that I feel that way about. Wow, who would have known I could talk about, okay, well, I knew I could talk about 4 foundations for this long. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching. Please, please, please be sure and subscribe and keep a lookout, because I will be doing one of these videos every single month. And anything with my look is linked down below. Anything that I've mentioned, the shades, the tints, will also be linked down below. So I thank you so much for watching and have a great day.
From all those lonely nights and heartbreaks.